I have a few memories, but it feels like another life since everything has drastically changed. My name is Chiara, I come from Italy, and I was born in Modena, the city of balsamic vinegar. I have memories of coming back home after school, but then also I would run to ballet. I was around 14 when I left home to go to Germany to dance in the State Academy in Munich.
I've always been called Abby, yeah. Sometimes I like Abigail, though, on special occasions. My parents were living in Moscow, Russia, and basically every little girl there does ballet. I can't remember a time in my life when I didn't want to be a ballerina. And then I did many auditions like every dancer, and a ballet master from Estonia invited me to come audition. And he gave me the position in the Estonian National Ballet.
I took the opportunity to study in the Bolshoi school. I did the exams, I learned Russian, and then I went to St. Petersburg, Russia. I love the city, I love the culture, the language. I felt I found my place.
When the war in Ukraine started, I really wanted to find my place in it, I think, and to try to help.
Foreigners' bank accounts were basically locked. By night, you could hear the big airplanes going to Ukraine, or throughout the day, just see military walking through the city. It was really scary. I realized I needed to leave. When you're a dancer, your whole life goes around your purpose, that is dance. So when finally I was going to work with a state, beautiful big theater, and somebody tells me to leave, it's like, no, I'm not going to leave this that I chased and I worked so hard to find. Why should somebody tell me to leave my dream? I remember the night before leaving, just crying, like this cry that you cannot control. I have to start all over again, but where to start, what to do? There were no flights anymore, only a few buses, I think 2 buses during the day. So we left, and through the night I drove to the State Opera in Tallinn, the Estonian National Ballet, because that was the first stop of the bus.
So one day, this girl showed up in the studio, and as we started chatting, turned out she was fleeing from Russia. She had just left her dream job, and her life was kind of shattered, and she didn't know what her next step was. And so I just offered my couch to her.
That's when Abby came up to me, and she offered me a place to stay and some good friendship to have in that moment.
She eagerly said yes. I think she was a bit shocked.
Such a small word told in the right moment with the right intention that can just be everything.
The next morning, I was reading my Bible and journaling, and then she saw me reading the Bible, and she was like, "You're reading the Bible?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "I want to read the Bible."
That's when I started really seeing how the Bible, how the words of God can really walk with you. When I see Abigail talking, it's like she talks with the Word of God. There is a whole new big thing I could experience, which was how it is to really walk with God.
She was so open, and we immediately had deep conversations. I was like, I like this girl. We started reading the Bible together, but then we had this home group, and as we started studying and talking, by the end of it, she had prayed to give her life to the Lord.
These moments where you're like, where are you, God, in this moment? The right person that was supporting me in that moment.
The fact that we shared so much in common as dancers, I think that's what God used to really speak into her life. All of her dreams were just falling apart. That was really where God met her, and I could understand those dreams and those struggles.
This is where also people, the right people comes in and helps you. And for me, it was Abigail. She guided me through that.
I think that's where God arranged our lives to meet.
He's just this beautiful, energetic sphere that took me into her.
To watch Chiara develop, in her faith over those few weeks, and the way she started to talk about God, and I think she wanted that for herself. Like, oh, this can be my faith.
Before, I believed in God, and I was praying, but I didn't experience that, what the true having faith meant.
He orchestrated things so radically to get her to where she could meet him, and that she's made for him and by him, and to honor him and give him glory through dance.
It's good to look back sometime and really take a journey into memories and realize you pass through difficult moments. Sometimes it's a real low point, but for me, this is about my journey of faith and then run into what's next with faith. And he's in this journey with me.